Hello, geometry students. This is Mrs. Bigelow, and this is like take 20 or something like that. No, not really. Probably about 5. But this is going to be the one that's going to get posted on YouTube. So, yes, we are flipping the classroom, and we are flipping it on section 6.4, goal 2, on page 349. Go ahead and get out your books and flip over to page 349. If you want to take notes, get out your notebook and your pen and pencil. Kind of cool thing about this is if I go too fast in class, you can pause it to take notes. I will tell you, like in class, I'll tell you what I really do want in your notebook. But right now on this lesson, if you could just hang in there and listen, I think that'd be good. So we are going to flip over to the next page. And that is using diagonals of special parallelograms on page 349. Okay, so up to this point, last week we talked about parallelograms. And today you took a quiz on those parallelograms. Parallelograms have 6 features that we studied. Opposite sides, both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. That's the definition. Then you have 5 theorems. Both pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Both pair of opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. Diagonals bisect each other. And one pair of opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So there's your your criteria for parallelograms. Yesterday we talked about special parallelograms, the rhombus, the rectangle, and the square. So today the theorems are going to be on those 3 figures. So you will recall a rhombus is a figure that has 4 congruent sides. So again, I'm going to have to get used to writing on this really slick tablet, but we have rhombus ABCD. We know the sides are congruent. Theorem 611 says that if it's a parallelogram, if it's a rhombus, then its diagonals are perpendicular. So its diagonals are AC and BD, and if it's a rhombus, we know those angles right there in the middle, all 4 of those angles make a right angle. So AC line segment is congruent to, no, wrong, Mrs. Bigelow, is perpendicular to BD. Okay, so we'll go on to theorem 612, which says that if a parallelogram is a rectangle, if and only if, its diagonals are congruent. So again, you will recall the definition of a rectangle is that it has 4 right angles. Did I skip over one? I think I did. Okay, so anyway, I think I skipped a theorem, but since theorem 613 says that if you have a rectangle, its diagonals are the same length. So AB is congruent to CB. Alright, let's go find that other one. 612, I did pass over it. We're back to the rhombus. A parallelogram is a rhombus if and only if each diagonal bisects a pair of opposite angles. So here's a rhombus. Let's congruent to that, congruent to that, congruent to that. Nifty neat little feature on this pen is the erase. Okay, so our sides are congruent because it's a rhombus. So what this theorem says is when you take a diagonal across, this is congruent to this, and this is congruent to this. Likewise, line segment AC, that is congruent to that, And that is congruent to that. So basically, AC line segment bisects AC bisects angle A and angle C. Likewise, DB line segment bisects angles B and D. Alright, so there's your 3 theorems. Do one example, and then I will get you, well, actually I won't get you on your homework because you're going to do that in class tomorrow. So let's suppose that we have the rhombus You have to admit, they're getting a little better each time. Let's say we have this rhombus PQRS. This is egg 1. So PQRS is a rhombus. And let's suppose I tell you that line segment QR is, the length of it is 2y plus 3. And the length of line segment SR is 5y minus 6. What is the value of y? Because the rhombus has 4 congruent sides, we know that 5y minus 6 equals 2y plus 3. So you're going to add a 6 to both sides. And you're going to get 5y equals 2y plus 9. And you minus a 2y from both sides. And you get 3y equals 9. So y must be 3. After you divide both sides by 3, you get y equals 3. So the length of our sides are going to be 9. Alrighty, I think I did that yesterday. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and, I will go ahead and show you your homework, that in case for maybe you're not going to be in class, or you want to get a head start on it, but it's 11 problems and I'm sure you'll have more than enough time in class. So I bid you a farewell. First time's the charm. Bye.